Chapter 1, Section 6, Current Constitutional Debates. Many of the same debates that were had at the Constitutional Convention continue to be focal points of important political issues. Debate about the role of government of power and the protection of civil liberties is especially relevant to the issue of government surveillance today. Surveillance laws provide intelligence and law enforcement agencies with certain legal powers to collect information. For example, phone records, emails, social media postings from citizens. Some argue, in the same spirit of Federalist Number 10, that these laws are necessary to gather information that could potentially protect the United States from terrorism and other acts of harm. Critics counter, in the same spirit of Brutus 1, that overly broad government surveillance is a power that the government should not possess. Such power, critics say, violates the protected civil liberties of American citizens. The extent of U.S. government surveillance capabilities will undoubtedly continue to be debated. Like the delegates at the Constitutional Convention, today's leaders will have to figure out how upholding the rights and freedoms outlined in the Constitution is to be balanced with the need to provide national security. Another debate that has proven to be quite controversial concerns the federal government's role in public education. Some believe that because the framers did not comment on education, that this is one of the powers left to state government. Over time, however, the federal government's role in education has increased, leading to controversy about the Constitution's intent. This debate reflects tensions inherent in the 10th Amendment, which reserves to the states and their citizens all powers not mentioned in the Constitution, including authority over public education. The 14th Amendment, which gives citizenship to all persons born in the United States, provides equal protection under the law to all people within its jurisdiction. If states fail to provide equal protection to their citizens, then the federal government can issue mandates, which are official legal orders for the states to comply with federal laws or court orders. An example of this is the Supreme Court's decision in Brown v. Board of Education, 1954, which banned legal segregation in schools. This provided a mandate to the states to desegregate their schools. Since the Brown decision, the federal government has passed laws to establish various educational programs and to provide funding for public education. The Department of Education was created in 1979 to help coordinate the federal government's role in education. Some supporters of strong states' rights, often including leaders of the Republican Party, have opposed these efforts, arguing that the federal government should not play such a central role in education. These critics believe that state and local governments are better able to establish and implement education policies and practices.